spanned 12 years, 12 seasons, and 279 episodes. The Big Bang Theory TV show is coming to an end with the series finale tomorrow night. One character on the show fans will miss most is Sheldon Cooper. They say he's unique, but in a good way, and that's why he can be a great role model for some on the spectrum.
So, a few things don't go your way, and your best decision is to ride the rails like a hobo?
I suppose it is. Except I have a credit card, and I refuse to carry my laptop at the end of a stick.
Some say Sheldon Cooper shows characteristics of someone with Asperger's syndrome. The writers of The Big Bang Theory never directly say Sheldon has autism, but some say it's not hard to catch on.
We have loved The Big Bang Theory. We've grown up with all of those characters. We've watched them get married, have children. We've gotten married and had children. And now we have Braden, and he is more and more like Sheldon every day, and we think that his diagnosis is a part of that.
Lori and Jordan Eismeyer learned their 4-year-old son, Braden, was autistic when he was 2. Lori believes her husband might also be on the spectrum, but he hasn't been diagnosed. Jordan says his boss recently compared him to Sheldon at work while he was presenting his own data findings.
I was presenting some things that were mathematical in ways that he had never thought of before, and he just was kind of blown away by it. And he said, you're a Sheldon Cooper, you know, when I tell people about you, I tell them that I have a Sheldon Cooper that works for me, and I ask, do you have a Sheldon Cooper? Because that's you in this company.
The Eismeyers say they've really dissected Sheldon's character since learning Braden has autism. They're very similar.
Braden loves to be right. Braden loves to tell other people what to do, especially his brother and sister. He is so focused on rules, and that makes him easier and harder to parent. If we do something out of order, say at breakfast time, oh my gosh, the world has ended. But as long as we stick to the script that we've made for him, he thrives.
She says that's exactly how Sheldon is on the TV show.
Initial here. All right, that's television and movies. Section 9, miscellany.
He prints off and hands out his schedule to his roommates every day so that they know when the bathroom's going to be occupied and when everybody eats and what they're going to eat every day. And I can see a lot of Braden there too.
The thing I picked up about Sheldon is he was obsessive about things, and I never really, identified him as autistic or anything like that, but he was obsessive about things, and I think that may be one of the characteristics of autism.
Retired special education teacher Mike Carter says he's been watching The Big Bang Theory for a few years now and used to sometimes play the show for some of his students during their lunch break.
They liked it just like we did,
Autistic or not, many fans feel they can relate to Sheldon. That's why so many people love his character on the show.
He's very driven, and I think anybody could identify with his drive. So, I think he's a good role model.
It'll be nice for him to know that there are figures in the media he can relate to directly. And Sheldon Cooper is not the only one who exhibits autistic tendencies without ever outright saying it. We see that on a few other shows too, and it's exciting that Braden will have someone to look up to like that.
Both the Eismeyers and Carter believe Sheldon's character is great for raising awareness about autism, since the disorder impacts so many people.
I think people, if they didn't even know anything about autism, they would notice that since you're focusing on him personally, that he's a little different. And I think, yes, it might, if they could identify, if they knew, if it was defined as, well, he's on the spectrum, then yes, they would see and become more knowledgeable about autism.
Hulk agreed to second date with pretty humans.
are more sensitive to autism.
You can't wear the hands on the date.
And you can catch the series finale of The Big Bang Theory tomorrow night at 8 o'clock Eastern Time right here on CBS. You don't want to miss it.